Ooh, yeah. I want to welcome you to Dream Chasers Radio with me, your host, Yaya Diamond. What's up, people? How you doing? It is a great day, and I'm so very excited to be here. And I have an amazing musician on the show today. She is amazing. I want to make sure that I say her name right. Is it CHY?
CHY, like short for
CHY?
China.
Oh, CHY, what's up, girl? We've been talking so long. I thought that we were never going to this interview. I was like, I just want to talk.
Newfound besties, I'm telling you.
Man, so tell us about yourself, CHY. How did you get into the music industry, girlfriend?
Oh wow. I've been doing music since I was about 12. I actually used to write poetry and plays, and I'm from New Orleans, and in New Orleans there was this big time radio station Q93 where they did the 9 o'clock props. And I just used to hear it's like a bunch of artists rapping, where they would battle different competition and win prizes. And I just remember listening like, man, how do they do that? And like I said, at 12, my older brother, he was a big rapper. So I had him write a rap for me, my very first rap, y'all. And I rapped it and I won. And everybody on there was 19, 20, and me winning and already being into music, writing poetry. I took that one rap and would just change it up, but still stay on the beat. And I became like this rap on the props weekly winning. And I ended
Wow.
up beating everybody on there, which was so weird, and a baby, that I'm like, I love this. I love the recognition and being popular. So yep, since 12 years old, I've been doing music.
Oh, you got the bug early, girl.
Yeah.
Poor child, poor child. So, like, when you got okay, the music industry has changed a lot. Okay,
Yeah.
so when you were in the music industry, I mean, when you first started, what was that like for you? I mean, describe the time.
Um, it was fun. You actually did it because you met a lot of people. Like I made best friends at that time. Whereas now it seems like a competition and people doing it for money. And you just putting out anything. And I feel like back then you actually thought about what you were putting out. Like you were more mindful of what, and it made music made a difference, and you knew you needed to make a difference. And again, going back to what it is now, everybody raps, I'm gonna be a rapper. Everybody sings, I'm gonna be a singer. So I think the why has changed a lot.
Mm, that's big. That's big.
Yeah.
Because I see, like you see, people want to make money with this, and you can make a lot of money with this, but not
Yeah.
everybody makes money with the music industry.
Yeah.
Everybody does. As many musicians as there are out there, there are only a top few people that actually hit the billboards or
Mhm.
get the awards,
Yeah.
or like the sellouts that Beyonce is having right now. It's record,
Yeah.
I mean, once in a while. I mean, I'm not even sure who did that. I think it was Michael Jackson who did that before.
Yeah. Oh
And
my
so
God.
it's like, okay, so you got these artists, that one artist comes through. Can you be the one artist in a million? You could be. But
Mhm.
do you really want to be, or do you just want to be that person that really loves what they do and do music? Can you answer that for me, CHY?
So as far as me, can
Yeah,
I
as far
be
as
that?
you.
Or honestly, so, and everybody think it's funny. I've been doing it since 12. I stopped for a really long time. Late 20s, I went through like this breakdown. I kind of lost a sense of who I was. And that's why I can answer that last question, because I think then I was doing it because I was popular. Everybody knew me, and I thought, okay, this is what I want to do. Got a bunch of tattoos, and I just felt like this is it for me. And when in my late 20s, I got to a point where it was just like I didn't know who I was. So I kind of let music take over who I was. So I left music alone for a while. Now where I am with music, I realize this is a gift. I actually do love making music, but I don't want to be in the spotlight. I tell people all the time, me coming back now, I really don't want to perform. I put some music out maybe a year or two ago. I hit my face. Like I want to make it. But I want to be like a silent. I want you to love my music, but I don't need it to be oh my gosh, that's CHY. That's, like a big thing. So I always say people get rich to be seen. I'm trying to get rich to disappear. Like I love my space. So I do see, I feel like I can be a big artist if I take it serious. I finally, gotten to that point where it's like, yeah, this is what I want to do. So I do feel like I can get there. Um, it just take, and my music have content. I have a message. I speak. I have my EP is called Conversations. I talk about the things people are scared to talk about. People don't want to talk about. I feel like now you have these one hit wonders because they're making this is hot. Okay, I'm gonna put this out. But then that's it because what's hot is always hot for the moment. So whereas if you going into these conversations, this is stuff that we're gonna hear. Not only I have music that I can let you guys hear that I made at 15. And I have people to this day be like, that's the music now. So my music, I feel like it stands like it is it was a younger me speaking on my closest friends or 10, 15 years older than me. So I feel like I know what's going to not only be hot, what was hot at that moment, but what's going to continue to be a big thing. So yeah, I can. I feel like I can do it. No, I can make
I hear
it.
you. I hear you. I
Be a
definitely,
Beyonce rapper. No.
I hear that. I hear that. But I mean, you sacrifice so much. I mean, people don't understand the sacrifice that Beyonce has made to actually
Mhm.
pursue her career. There is no privacy for her. She can't just
Yeah.
go into Walmart. Her kids can't do it.
And
They
see, I
can't
hate
really go
that.
anywhere. Just kind of like you're a prisoner to your own fame.
Yeah.
So this is probably one of the reasons that you had kind of blacked up a little bit and said, I don't want people to really know who I am. I just want to do it because I love it.
Yeah. That was like I said, I got lost in who I was. And not only that, the why, me saying there's a why. So why I was doing it. And I realized back then I did it because I was popular, not because I wanted to do it. I just liked the fame. I like being the center of attention. I was young. And I hate to use it. I was childish. Like my reasoning behind me doing it. And you have to know why to actually do something. It can't just be fun because like you just said, you have no privacy. So the fun eventually gets taken out of it. Can you handle that pressure? And you have so many artists, you lose a lot of artists in the industry because they can't. So I do feel where I was and where a lot of people are. That's why it's only a select few that actually make it because you have to understand your why. Beyonce gets it. I feel like she gets it. And she can handle the how to do this or how to go about these people. I mean, she may hate it, but I can promise you, being as big as she is, you don't hear as much about her as a lot of these artists that cannot handle that pressure. So she knows how to keep her business out of, the media and what's going on. But again, she's strong enough to handle it if something does get out. So I think you have to be ready. And you hear that the toughest battles are given to the strongest soldiers. So it's like going into that. That's why many are not big like that. Think about that power given to a weak person or a person can't handle it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, definitely. So what brings you here today, showing your face on this channel?
uh getting out there, meeting new people, meeting you. Meeting you, I found, just talking for some minutes, we have a lot in common. And also you taught me something. So I think putting myself out there and then letting people that do not know me, new people know, yes, I am a new face, but I am that face. Oh, I'm now putting my face out there. You may not always see the face, but I do want y'all to know I have something for everyone if I'm just given that chance. So just to, come out and just to show people, or to not show people, I'm sorry, but to come out and just to get new people in or to meet new people.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to reach out to
Yeah.
people who are, like me. Okay. So I'm going to say this for myself. I'm not going to say it for anyone else, but I have to sometimes reach out to people who have done more than I have.
Yeah.
that are smarter than me.
Yeah.
So that way I can learn something, because I don't know everything and I don't
Mhm.
think that I ever will. And I'm always a student of my craft. And I think that this is great to reach out with people. Even if we know the same things, we still have that camaraderie, you know? And you do have a new single coming out. Tell me about that.
I do. So what kind of words can we use on here? So it's called, so my name is CHY. I am on all of musical platforms. So WRTN is out. It's been out for a month now. But I am releasing a new single within the next week, I want to say. But just a little bit on WRTN. It means who raised these N-words. So
Negroes.
yeah. Negroes, who raised these Negroes. That is, and you can find it, you don't have to spell none of that out. Just WRTN on everything. But that song is pretty much a lot of women's story. Whereas you're dealing with guys and you're trying to figure out, where did you learn? Are you learning? Did you ever learn? Who raised y'all? How can y'all think the way y'all think? So it's dealing with a different type of, I don't want to say man, because there are some awesome men. I have them. But dealing with men, I'm not going to say men, I'm going to say males. Some males do not think past go. So that's what this song is. And it's not shade to anybody. It's maybe letting y'all see, because sometimes people don't see how they are unless they're told, or you actually see yourself in someone else. So yeah, that song is pretty much just saying what we see, where y'all messing up at, and we are trying to figure out who raised y'all. So
Girl,
yeah.
girl. I'll be looking at the pickings now because I'm married. I'm married. Okay. I'm off the market. Been off the
That's
market
good.
since I was
That's good.
17. I am one man. That's it. One man. That's what I got. 17 years old, got him, and I was done. Okay.
That's good.
But literally speaking, I look and I'm like, I had to raise my son a lot different. I was
Yeah.
like, oh no, you better not. And I said, and I will beat you if you do. And you guys can quote that. Yeah. Capital
Yeah.
punishment. All right. I'm
Oh
just
no,
gonna
we don't
say
gentle, no gentle parents. No.
no. Let me tell you something. Go get your switch.
Yeah. Yes, but
Oh no, I couldn't. And I understand where you're coming from with this song.
yeah, yeah, I love it. I'm excited about it. It is different from the other songs on the EP, I will say. Um, but it's what we need, and it's to spark that conversation. So, like I said, and it's called conversation. Like, yeah, it does some, man. I have some stuff. I have some stuff. Conversations are going to be had after, where conversations are going to be had after you hear it. Trust me. But
I
that
you
is,
know,
uh
oh,
huh,
I can hear it already.
it's
I can hear it
cool.
already. I did try. I did everything I wanted to do, and I did everything I could do. And then the internet or the school or
That's
the
the
friends.
excuse. Who raised y'all? What? Who raised?
Let me tell you. Let me tell you. I mean, back in the day,
Yeah,
that would not have happened.
right, right.
My
It's
grandmother would
different.
have got me. Whew.
It is. It's. I don't know if it's the music, and it could be where guys think the bare minimum is fine, and then you hear. I see on social media a lot where people downplay. I want to say they want to call women dominant, the masculine women. They call them masculine women. And no, I'm not saying, I always tell my friends, we are women. We're not meant to be as strong. We have to accept that it's fine to be vulnerable.
Mhm.
But in some cases, you cannot get mad if a woman is out there doing it on her own if she does not have a man to do it for her. Who's going to do it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I think it's, again, conversations. It goes to another conversation. Like, we have an issue. We're trying to figure out what is wrong with you males. And in the meantime, we still have to pay our bills. We still have to take care of our sons. We still, so that song is definitely, it just talks about a lot and prioritizing with a man. That same man who may not be taking care of his kids is in a club every week. He's, like, your best friends are more important than your kids. Like, it's just, again, who raised y'all?
Yeah. Priorities. Yeah.
Yes,
Definitely. Yeah.
yes.
Priorities. Yeah. Yeah. And I
So
mean, a lot of these young men are growing up without fathers because obviously their fathers were gone. And so the
yeah,
mothers did what they could, but these kids were raised without a father. So they're not understanding what that father figure is. And a lot of times they don't know how to do it because they didn't have anyone to mimic after. So
You
there's a
know,
lot, there's a lot.
you know what's crazy? I'm sorry. My fiance, um, he came into me and my first son's life when my son was 9. And I told him early off, he had no kids, no kids. And I told him early off, I don't need anything from you when it comes to my son. The only thing I would love from you, this is it. I all in all, to sum it up, I just need you to give my son someone to look up to, someone to follow. That was it. I'm not gonna say I need you.
Perfect.
You have to show up to this. You don't have to pay this, go to work, whatever. Show him what a man looks like. That's it.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so I tell him, and when we had our son together, he didn't have his father. His father died early when he was really young, and he didn't have his father, and he was lost. And like another thing I tell him, for the guys, I hear that a lot, where guys that were missing their father, they don't know. So my thing to that is, give that child what you felt like you needed as a child. I mean, yeah, it's different. It looks different for everybody, but just try to think of the things you missed or what could have helped you. Give that to that child. So I don't mean to, I hate when people say, no, you got to think of it on this, whatever, you can't be. So my thing is, I don't, at least me, I try not to look for cop outs, and then I don't want to give anyone else that. Yeah, you may not have had that. So let's go back to your mother doing it by herself. Respect women more, because you should have seen what it took for your mother. So I don't know. We hear it, and I think we try to say, well, this is the why, but
That's
do
a great
better.
song. That's a
Yeah,
great title.
do
That's a
better.
great conversation. And it does spark those conversations. It does take us there. And I think that, this will help a lot of women and a lot of men
Yeah,
understand where they are psychologically speaking, and in comparison to having a father, not having a father, having a
yeah,
kid, trying to be that role model, trying to, yes,
yeah.
definitely. So who raised you? Like, seriously.
Who raised y'all? But and it's not too late to figure it out.
That's
It
right.
is not too late to figure out what you're missing. So
Ever.
again, everything just goes into what this project is called, conversation. Like, let's have the conversation. Let's talk more.
Right.
Don't put each other down. Don't find that one flaw and just keep bringing it and making it an issue. No. Yeah, I want to know who raised y'all. Yeah, I said what I say in the song, but also tell me, how can we fix this together?
Yeah,
So
definitely. Definitely. Girl, Chag, what? That's so cool. That is so cool. I am
yeah.
oh yeah, definitely. Where can people go to hear this song, and where can people go to follow you?
So on all social media platforms, it's CHY, CHY __ made in China. So that's made MADEINCHYNA. So that's on everything: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. And as far as WRTN, you can find it on all platforms, on Apple Music, Google, YouTube. It is everywhere, because everywhere should it be heard. So we have it everywhere. Y'all can definitely check that out.
Awesome. We're going to put that information in the description box below so that it'll be easy for you guys to go ahead and find her. Do you have an Instagram?
Yes. CHY, CHY __
Oh,
made in
that's
China.
what it was. Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. I wanted to make sure that I understood, because I was like, did she say Instagram or not? Because
Yeah. I'm
everybody's on
on
Instagram now.
IG.
And if you got the Facebook, because everybody call that the Facebook.
The Facebook. Yeah, I love Facebook. I actually like Facebook more than Instagram, but which you don't usually hear that. But yeah,
We
it's
don't.
the same CHY __ made in China, or China Baker. We got the last name out there. China Baker, but China is CHYNA, and CHY is, like I said, short for China.
Right.
So
Right. Definitely. Definitely. Chai, thank you so much for being on the show, girlfriend. Thank you so much. I had
thank you
such a
for having
wonderful
me.
time talking with you.
Yes, yes. I appreciate you for listening and having me. And y'all make sure y'all get that WRTN by CHY.
Definitely. Definitely. And until next time, guys. Bye.